Isn't that cool? Got this waterproof speaker, magic mount attached to it. Dude, I could have like a whole magic mount system right here. Go listen to some tunes, do some fishing. Afrin here, back on the bay, on the kayak this morning. We're out a little bit early. Went to Dana Landings this morning, did a little delivery, getting that wall filled back up. If you guys are ever in the Mission Bay area and looking for some tackle, a sandwich, or some knowledge, stop by Dana Landings. All right guys, so I have a limited time to fish this morning, so I'm gonna give it about 2 hours. So let's get started and see what gets bit. I moved over to a redhead and a darker swim bait because the water is really stained right now. So I'm gonna throw off a bigger silhouette with a darker bait. That clear bait I was using, I think it's disappearing in the stained water. There we go. Got one there, guys. Feels like a nicer bay bass. I can tell he's getting all squirrely already as far as it being a bay bass. Here we go. Ah, he chomped the tail up too. Kind of needed that tail. I'm kind of running out of baits right now. There he goes, a little chunky bay bass on a 3/8 ounce Warbaits underspin with the weed guard. Red, gold blade, and that darker color bait. Here's that bait he ate, right? 3/8 ounce Warbaits underspin with the weed guard. I'm using that weed guard in this eelgrass, so I'm casting out, letting it sink to the bottom, and slowly popping or reeling the underspin through the grass. All right, cool. Let's get this little guy back in. He fought hard. Right there, guys. Just grinding it off the bottom, right there. Little guy. Dude, such a small mouth, but he choked it. Look at it. Choked it. Well, he went to choke it. All right, little bay bass going back in on this underspin. I'm letting it sink out to the bottom and letting it get in that grass. Since we have that weed guard on there, it's able to snake through that eelgrass without getting hung up. And I'm just putting a little slow, I'm putting a slow cadence on it and then pause. So it's kind of like a slow stop and go. It's gonna ride over that kelp and then drop back into it. Pick it up again, ride back over that kelp and drop back into it. I mean, the fish they're tagging it, but they're not super aggressive. They're not coming to the surface. They're not coming mid-column right now. So I want to get it right in front of their face. I'm able to do that with that weed guard underspin. It's got the protection on it. So we're not going to collect a lot of eelgrass with the exposed hook. There we go. I cast out, let it hit the bottom, and he was on it right away. Small guy, but got one. I mean, look at this guy. Tiny little bay bass. Here's the bait he ate. It's about half of his size, but he's going for a full meal. Oh yeah. Just popping it through that grass. Put a slow wind on it. Got one. We're in that small model right now. We're in that little 10-inch model. So we got to upgrade. We got to upgrade the size here. I think it's our spot. It's either two things. You work your way through those smaller fish to get to that big one, or it's just a spot. A lot of small fish right here perhaps. But it's good to know they're chewing on something. Go, guys. Got one winding that 1/2 ounce through the grass there. Kind of just swam up behind it and ate it. Didn't feel that big, but it's starting to grow up a little bit. Knew it felt like a different fish. Sand bass. It's kind of a softer fighter right there. There he goes right there, a little sand bass on that 1/2 ounce Warbaits with a 4-inch swim bait. Yeah, got one on the A-rig. Little guy, little guy, little guy, little guy. So guys, on some of my spotted bay bass stuff, I run barbless. And on this A-rig, I have all barbless hooks, so it just pops right out real easy. Little guy. Again, it's that 5-arm A-rig by Recon Baits. It's a castable A-rig. Got 5 Warbait heads on here. And I do run pinch barbs. And I'm running pinch barbs because we catch so many small fish, I might as well just, you know, you take it easy on them. Hoping the big one doesn't come off though. There we go. Is that there's some fish over here in this warmer water that doesn't have so much movement on it. Movement's good, but when there's a ton of movement, it could be bad. All right, we got a sand bass. Get over here. Little guy. Catching small ones right now, but at least I'm catching something. Yeah, good one tagged it. Good one tagged the rig. All right, all right, all right. A little bit better of a fish here. Hey, this guy swiped through it and got 2 of the hooks in him. A little bit better of a fish. Whoa! The guy was camera shy. Sometimes you gotta straighten out the arms again. They do get kind of tweaked. Just making some short casts here. Let it sink out, and then slow wind back. God, big one, big one, big one, big one on the troll. Giant one. This thing absolutely smashed it. Just loosen up the drag a little bit just in case it's a halibut. Get this rod out of the way. Stay on top of him. It's a big fish. Holy mackerel. Yeah, it's a really big bay bass. Whoa! Giant. Just trolling to move spots, had the A-rig out on the troll and got slammed by this one. It's a good looking spotty. I can tell he's legal, he's not a giant, but we'll give him a length anyways. So 14 and a half, so a little bit better than I thought. I thought he was about 14, but I guess he is kind of long. He's got that nice belly on him. Slammed it good. We've got this good looking bass, stoked to get this one today. Nice legal. Let's go ahead and get him in the water. Let's do a little trolling right there. And it may look a little goofy, but when you're on the kayak, it's kind of the thing you want to do when you're moving from spot to spot. Keep your line in the water so you can catch a fish. The speed of the kayak is perfect trolling speed, so you might as well. And also I'm trolling, but I'm trying to locate the fish. So I might have located them right in that area, and I'll come back on it with some different baits and see if they'll produce some more fish. Guys, we got bit on a couple different color heads today. We got bit on that red head already, got bit on the weed guard, ½ ounce, but I feel like it's a yellow head bait fish type of day. So right now I'm hooking up a yellow head, and I'm gonna dig up a bait fish color for it. I'm moving over to a more bait fish presentation because that sun's coming out and that bigger fish hit that yellow head. So kind of keying in on the bite here, see if I can't put some of these pieces of the puzzle together. There we go, and get bit. So this is the first cast out with that yellow head, clear swim bait. I mean, small guy, but something's happening. Maybe I'm doing something right. Oh, dude, guys, can I get a rip in chat? Can I get a rip? Dude, the next cast out, side plate blows off. Side plate's in the water. I got the spool out, super tangled. What the heck? Let me get a rip. Let me get a rip RIP for this fishing reel in the comments section. I don't even know what to do. So I guess I'm gonna cut the line and hand wind it in. And that'll be the end of this reel. All right, I cut the spool out. I'm gonna go ahead and hand wind it in. Felt like I was about to start getting on something too. Starting to get on a bite. And there it is. Rip. Well guys, I feel like I've kind of lost my mojo here. Ever since that reel handle blew off, I feel like I've lost my mojo. Haven't been able to catch a fish or get a sniff sense, so. There we go, guys. I changed it up to the crankbait. I was getting bit and they were just nipping the tail, so I moved over to the crank. Spotty on spotty. Loved it. All right, nice little bay bass on the crank. Finally got something here. It's been a little bit. I've had to search down some fish. I've been throwing a couple different baits, but good to get one there. It's radical when they hit it, man. I love the spotted bay bass bite. Super aggressive. They go up there and they kill it. They kill the bait. It's not a soft bite at all. I can appreciate it. It's really one of the things that makes me come back out for them. Just to feel that bite. There we go, little guy. When they jump on it, they slam it. Small guy on the crank. Spotty on spotty stuff. I was throwing the swim bait a little while ago and they were just nipping at it. They weren't connecting with the hook. In that type of situation, you might as well throw a treble hook style bait and get those little tail biters. That was cool. This one ate it right at the boat. Like right when I brought it up and paused it, he just smacked it. Must have been chasing it down for a little bit. A little bay bass and a little bay bass. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool they ate this bait. It's a 9 to 11 foot diver, medium diver, and I'm in 11.5 foot of water right now. So I'm just ticking the bait above the grass and we're getting bit. On the retrieve, it's just a kind of a medium, steady wind. I throw a little pause in there every couple turns. This is that Abu Garcia inshore, and that's a 7-to-1 reel gear ratio. So you don't need to turn the handle super fast to get the bait moving. It's kind of a medium retrieve. Get the bait down there though. Get it next to that grass. Here we go again. Nice one. They're hitting it when it comes to the boat. See, what's happening is that crankbait is going parallel with the bottom, right? And then when it gets to the boat, kayak ashore, it's going to turn up. So that direction change is encouraging those fish to bite the lure before it gets away. Little guy, gotta appreciate it, man. See ya, bud. We did that delivery this morning at Dana Landings, and then we fished for 2 hours and caught a few spotted bay bass. Got that one legal 14.5 or 14.25. Either way, it was still a legal bay bass. Now guys, I'm gonna link some of the baits in the description below, so make them easier for you guys to find. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you guys wanna see some of the photos of these fish I caught today, they'll be on Instagram, and that's at Warbaits. So you guys who follow Warbaits on Instagram, come over here and subscribe to this channel. We're trying to balance out those numbers. Right now we got a pretty high number on Instagram, and right now we got we're working on the number on YouTube. So we want to get the YouTube channel flowing in the up direction. If you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. And I appreciate all the support. All right guys, get out there, go fishing, hook that giant.